This video is all about product photography and helping you get the best photo you possibly can. We're going to be looking at common mistakes that I see quite frequently. Now, I have done some videos in the past, but these ones I see more often than not, especially in beginners. So if you want to get the best product photo you can get, let me show you some of the common mistakes and pitfalls so you don't fall into that trap and you can up your game and get better photos. Let's get into it. Like I say, I've done some other videos on common product photography mistakes. I'll put a link to that down below. You can check that out for more information that'll go with this one. Now, these mistakes I see done a lot. But before we get into that, my name's Michael. Welcome to my channel where I do DIY, behind the scenes, tutorials, a lot of how-tos, especially for beginners, using budget equipment but getting that professional result. That's what this channel is about. So welcome if you're new to the channel. Anyways, we want to get the best product photos we can get, and I'm going to show you some of the problems that I see commonly. Now, here's a product photo that I did. I think it's pretty good. It's a solid looking image, displays our product quite well. It's not too distracting, looks good in my opinion. Opinions do vary. But anyways, the one thing that I see that's quite commonly done, white balance issues. Check it out. It's too warm. The white balance is shifted to the warm side. You need to be aware of that. The other side of the scale, too cool. Your white balance is shifted to blue. Now these are a bit more of the extreme and quite obvious, but you have to be careful of your white balance. Don't even get me started on food photography and white balance, because some of that food... Anyways, products, make sure your white balance is correct. There's tools in Photoshop that'll help you correct that back out. So be aware of your white balance and make sure it is correct, because what? We want our product looking at its best. Now, another one that I see quite a bit of, and honestly, I don't know how it gets unnoticed, and that is an out of focus image. The focus is on the background, not on the product. I'm not sure how people don't understand or see that, and they're posting these images on social media, or they're doing work for clients, and that's not tack sharp. Your product needs to be tack sharp. You want your product looking its best. I can't say that enough. So make sure your focus is on the product and that everything is fully legible. It's not blurry. Another thing with focus, make sure you have enough depth of field on your product so it doesn't blur and blend out. You don't want that. Make sure your focus is perfect on your product. Another thing that I see, these are, like I say, these are common and I see it quite a bit, especially in beginners, and that is underexposing your image. Check this out. I mean, that is dramatically underexposed, and I'm kind of doing it to extreme to express the point. An underexposed image doesn't look very good. Now, again, on the other side of the scale, we have an overexposed image, and I see both. I think I tend to see more overexposed than I do under, and if you're shooting a white product in a white background, it's actually going to blend, and you're not even going to see the edge of your product anymore because it's all burned out. Not good. Not good at all. Now, another one, yeah, I got a few of these to give you. Another one of those, if you're using especially a shiny type product, reflections. I don't know how many times I've seen on Instagram and stuff, someone's got this beautiful product shot, but if you look in the reflection, you can see them like this with their camera. You can see them with their cell phone. You can see the person in the reflection. You definitely don't want that, especially if you're doing client work or you're trying to create a portfolio piece or just to up your game. Make sure you're not in the reflection. Control those reflections. I can put a video down below to help you on dealing with reflections on shiny subjects. So check that one out. Along with the shiny and the reflections is hotspots. Check this out. The light, if it's a hard light, is creating a round surface. I was using a softbox, and look at the shape I've got of the softbox on the product. That's distracting. It's not good. My lighting is bad because of that. I have to change my setup to correct that, because here's a before, the one it was good, and here's one with hotspots. You don't want that. You need to make sure that that is taken out. Be careful of reflections and careful of your hotspots. Amateur mistakes, don't you make them. Oh boy, this one is a real big pet peeve for me, and some people call it artistic. I see it in all genres of photography, and what is that? Bad angles, especially tilted horizons. I don't know how many beach scenes or food scenes And product shots I've seen where the horizon's tilted. I mean, look at the photo. It looks like the product's going to slide right off the table. And if you're doing nature, I don't know how many times it looks like the water's going to drain right out of your picture. Make sure that you're level. Now, yes, I hear the word, it's artistic. You can use that, but it doesn't change the fact that it's basically not. In my opinion, you can differ with me, let me know down below. There are times you can use different angles and different approaches to be a little different, to stand out. But some of it is just plain laziness or just didn't get noticed. And this is how you need to up your game, because you need to correct that to make sure that your product, as I can't say enough, making sure your product looks the best. And having it all tilted or weird or an absolute weird angle, unless it's something the client specifically wants, and then it'll match in with their theme, their branding, and their text, and they're going to put with it for the ad. It'll make sense then. But as a standalone photo as it is, it's bad. So those are a lot of common mistakes I see all the time. White balance, hot spots, reflections, underexposed, overexposed, white balance shifted one way or t'other, and some really bad angles. Anyways, don't forget to check out those other videos. There is some other common mistakes that are made. I'm trying to help you get the best product photos you can get. So we need to get rid of some of these bad habits before we can get those upped games, that awesome looking image. Anyways, that's it for this one. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos like this. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. So, until the next time, and up in your game.